Sorry, wrong number. Story. The woman accidentally overheard a conversation with them. Her stroke frantically to prevent Bernie from claiming an innocent guilty. This being good popular request as tonight's day on suspense. If you've been with us before, you will know that suspense is compounded of mystery and suspicion and dangerous invention. A series of close calculated danger to steer your nerves, offer you a prior stimulation and then hold the solution until the last possible moment. And so, it is the story, Sorry, Wrong Number, and the performance of Miss Agnes Moore. We came home to keep you.
Oh dear, your call, please. Operator, I've been dialing Mora Hill 70093 now for the last 3/4 of an hour and the line is always busy. I don't see how it could be busy that long. Will you try it for me, please? For your Mora Hill 70093.
Hello?
Hello? Is Mr. Stevenson there?
Hello? 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 Hello, George? Yes, sir. This is George speaking.
Hello? Who's this? What number am I calling, please?
I'm here with our client. Oh, good. Is everything okay? Is the coast clear for tonight? Yeah, George. You say the coast is clear for tonight. Okay. Where are you now? In a phone booth. Don't worry, everything okay. Very well. You are now the address. Yeah, I know. At 11 o'clock, a private patrolman goes around to the park. At the 2nd Avenue for a view. That's right. At 11 o'clock. I will make sure that all the lights downstairs are out. There should be only one light visible from the street. Yeah, I know. At 11:15, a train crosses the bridge. It makes a noise. In a case, window open, you should scream.
Oh, hello. What number is this, please?
Okay, I understand. I tell you that 11:15, the train. Yeah, you remember everything else, George. Yeah, I make it quick, as little black as possible. Because our client does not wish to make her suffer long. That's right. You'll use a knife. Yes, a knife will be okay. And after I remove the rings and the bracelet, the jewelry in the Europe because our client wishes it to look like a simple rabbit. Don't worry, everything okay, and neighbor.
Oh, I know it was a wrong number. I had no business listening. But these two men, they were cold-blooded friends. When they were going to murder somebody, some poor innocent woman, who was all alone in a house near a bridge, and we've got to stop them. We've got to. Oh, what number were you calling, please? Well, that doesn't matter. This was a wrong number, and it dialed it for me, and we've got to find out what it was. What number did you call? Oh, I think it's perfectly shameful. Now, look, it was obviously a case of some little slip of the finger. I told you to try Murray Hill 70093 for me. You dialed it, but your finger must have slipped, and I was connected with some other number, and I could hear them, but they couldn't hear me. Now, I simply failed to see why you couldn't make that same mistake again on purpose. Why you couldn't try to dial Murray Hill 70093 in the same sort of careless way.
Murray Hill 70093?
Yes.
I'll try to get it for you.
Well, thank you.
I'm sorry, Murray Hill 70093 is busy. I'll call you in 20 minutes.
Operator.
Your call, please.
You didn't try to get the wrong number at all. I asked you explicitly and all you did was dial correct.
I'm sorry, what number are you calling?
Well, can't you, for once, forget what number I'm calling and do something for me? Now I want you to trace the call. It's my civic duty and it's your civic duty to trace the call and to apprehend those dangerous girls. And if you won't,
I will connect you with the chief operator. Please.
Have you reported this to the police?
well, no, not yet.
You want this call check purely as a private individual?
Yes, but meanwhile,
I'm sorry, Mrs. Stevenson, but I'm afraid we coordinate this check for you and trace the call. Just on your say-so, as a private individual, we have to have something more official.
oh, for heaven's sake. You mean to tell me I can't report that there's gonna be a murder without getting tied up in all this red tape? Why, it's perfectly idiotic. Well, alright, I call the police.
Thank you. I'm sure that will be the best way to.
Ridiculous. Perfectly ridiculous. The thought of it, I can see why I have to go to all this trouble. Oh! The police department, get me the police department, please. Thank you. Oh dear, do you have to dial? Can't you ring them direct? Ringing the police department.
Police station. Precinct 43, Sergeant Martin speaking.
Police department? Ah, this is Mrs. Stevenson. Mrs. F. Stevenson of 53 North Sutton Place. I'm calling up to report a murder. I mean, the murder hasn't been committed yet, but I just overheard. Transfer it over the telephone, over a wrong number that the operator gave me. I've been trying to trace down the call myself, but everybody is so stupid, and I guess in the end you're the only people who can do anything.
Yes, ma'am.
It was a perfectly definite murder. I heard their plans distinctly. Two men were talking and they were going to murder some woman at 11:15 tonight. She lived in a house near a bridge. Are you listening to me?
Yes, ma'am.
And there was a private patrolman on the street. He was going to go around for a beer on 2nd Avenue, and there was some third man, a client who was praying to have this poor woman murdered. They were going to take her rings and bracelet and use a knife. Well, it's unnerved me dreadfully, and I'm not well, and I feel so nerved.
I see. When all this, ma'am?
About 8 minutes ago, then you can do something. You do understand?
What is your name, ma'am?
Mrs. Stevenson. Mrs. Albert Stevenson.
And your address?
53 North Sutton Place. 53 North Sutton Place. That's near a bridge, the Queensboro Bridge. You know, and we have a private patrolman on our street in 2nd Avenue.
And what was that number you were calling?
Murray Hill 70093, but that wasn't the number I overheard. I mean, Murray Hill 70093 is my husband's office. He's working late tonight and I was trying to reach him to ask him to come home. I'm an invalid, you know, and it's the mate's night off and I hate to be alone, even though he says I'm perfectly safe as long as I have the cell phone right beside my bed.
Well, we'll look into it, Mrs. Stevenson, and see if we can check it with the telephone company.
But the telephone company said they couldn't check the call if the parties had stopped talking. I've already taken care of that.
Oh, you have?
Yes, and personally, I feel you ought to do something far more immediate than just check the call. What good does checking the call do if they stop talking? By the time you track it down, they'll already have committed the murder.
Well, we'll take care of it. Don't you worry.
Well, I'd say the whole thing calls for a search, a complete and thorough search of the whole city. Now, I'm very near the bridge and I'm not far from 2nd Avenue, and I know I'd feel a whole lot better if you sent around a radio car to this neighborhood at once.
And what makes you think the murder is going to be committed in your neighborhood, ma'am?
Well, I don't know. Only the coincidence is so horrible. 2nd Avenue, the patrolman, the bridge.
2nd Avenue is very long street. Ma'am, and you know how many bridges there are in the city of New York alone?
Yes, I know.
Not to mention Brooklyn, Straitland, Queens, and Bronx.
I know that.
How do you there isn't some little house on Statland Island? On some little 2nd Avenue you've never ever heard about. How do you know they're even talking about New York at all?
But I heard the call on the New York dialing system.
Maybe it was a long distance call you overheard.
Oh, don't?
Telephone are funny things. Look, lady, why don't you look at it this way? Supposing you hadn't broken it on that telephone call, so you'd got you'd got your husband the way you always do. You wouldn't be so upset, would you?
Well, no, I suppose not. Only it sounded so inhuman, so cold-blooded.
A lot of murderers are plotted in this city every day. We managed to prevent almost all of them.
But
A clue of this kind is so valuable. It isn't much more use to us than no clue at all.
But surely you...
Unless, of course, you have some reason of thinking this call was phony and that someone may be planning to murder you.
Me? No, I hardly think so. I mean, why should anybody? I'm alone all day and night. I see nobody except my maid, Eloise, and she's a big girl. She weighs 200 pounds. She's too lazy to bring up my breakfast tray, and the only other person is my husband, Albert. He's crazy about me. He just adores me. He waits on my hand and foot. He scarcely left my side since I took sick, 12 years ago.
Well, then there's nothing for you to worry about. Now if you just leave the rest of this to us, we'll take care of it.
But what will you do? It's too late. It's nearly 11 now.
We'll take care of it, lady.
Will you broadcast it all over the city and send out squads and warn your radio cars to watch out, especially in suspicious neighborhoods like mine?
Lady, I said we'll take care of it. Just now I've got a couple of other matters here on my desk that require immediate attention. Good night, ma'am, and thank you.
Oh, you! Oh, now why did I hang up the phone like that? He'll think I am a fool? Oh, why doesn't Albert come home? Why doesn't he? Why doesn't he come home?
Your call, please.
Operator, for heaven's sake, Will you ring that Murray Hill 70093 number again? I can think what's keeping him so long.
I will try it for you.
Well, try. I don't see why he doesn't answer it.
I'm sorry. Murray Hill 70093 is busy.
I can hear it. You don't have to tell me. I know it's busy. If I could only get out of this bed for a little while, if I could get a breath of fresh air, just lean out the window and see the street. Hello? Albert? Hello? 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 Oh, what's the matter with this phone? Hello? 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 Hell! Oh, for heaven's sake. Who is this? Hello? 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 Oh, who's trying to call me? Why doesn't she answer?
Your call, please.
Hello, operator. I don't know what's the matter with this telephone tonight, but it's positively driving me crazy. I've never seen such an efficient, miserable service. Now, look, I'm an invalid and I'm very nervous, and I'm not supposed to be annoyed. But if this keeps on much longer...
What seems to be the trouble, please?
Well, everything's wrong. I haven't had one bit of satisfaction out of one call I've made this evening. The whole world could be murdered for all you people care. And now my phone keeps ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing every 5 seconds. And when I pick it up, there's no one there.
I'm sorry. If you will hang up, I will test it for you.
I don't want you to test it for me. I want you to put that call through whatever it is at once.
I'm afraid I cannot do that.
You can't? And why? Why? May I ask?
The dial system is automatic. If someone is trying to dial your number, there is no way to check it if the call is coming through the system or not, unless the person who's trying to reach you complains to this particular operator.
Well, of all the stupid and meanwhile I've got to sit here in my bed, suffering every time the phone rings, imagining everything.
I will try to check the trouble for you.
Check it! That's all anybody can do? Oh, what's the use of talking to you? You're so stupid! Oh, let it ring. Let it go on ringing. It's a trick of some kind. I won't answer it. I won't. Even if it goes ringing all night. Oh, you ring. Go ahead and ring. Stop. Now what's the matter? Why? Did they stop ringing all of a sudden? Oh, what time is it? Where did I put that? Clock? Oh, here it is. 5 to 11. Oh, they've decided something. They're sure I'm home. They heard my voice answer them just now. That's why they've been ringing me. Why no one has answered me? I've called the operator again. Oh, where is she? Why doesn't she answer?
Your call, please.
Where you just now? Why didn't you answer at once? Give me the police department.
I'm sorry, the line is busy. I will call you.
Busy? But that's impossible. The police department. Busy? But that's impossible. The police department can't be busy. There must be other lines available.
The line is busy. I will try to get them for you later.
No, I've got to speak to them now, or it may be too late. I've got to talk to someone.
What number do you wish to speak to?
I don't know, but there must be someone to protect people beside the police department. A detective agency,
You will find agency listed in this classified direct.
But I don't have a classified. I mean, I'm too nervous to look it up, and I don't know how to use that.
I'll connect you with her information. Perhaps she will be able to help you.
No! Oh, you're being spiteful, aren't you? You don't care, do you? What happens to me? I could die and you wouldn't care. Oh, stop it! I can't stand anymore. Hello? What do you want? Stop!
this Plaza 42295?
Yes, yes. I'm sorry. This is Plaza 42295.
This is Western Union. I have a telegram here for Mrs. Albert Stevenson. Is there anyone there to receive the message?
I'm Mrs. Stevenson.
The telegram is as follows. Mrs. Albert Stevenson, 53 North South, Sutton Place, New York, darling. Terribly sorry, tried to get for last hour, but line busy, leaving for Boston 11 p.m. tonight. On urgent business, back tomorrow afternoon. Keep happy, love, signed, Albert.
Oh, no!
Do you wish to deliver a copy of the message?
No, thank you.
Thank you, madam. Good night.
Good night. Oh, no, I don't believe it. He couldn't do it. Not when he knows I'll be all alone. It's some trick, some friendly trick. Some trick. Wait, doesn't she?
Your call, please.
Operator, try that Murray Hill 70093 number for me. Just once more, please.
You may dial that number direct.
Oh, he's gone. Oh, Albert, how could you? I can't be alone tonight. I can't. If I'm alone one more second, I'll go mad. I don't care what he says or what the expense is. I'm a sick woman. I'm entitled. Information, ma'am. May I help you? I want the telephone number of Henchley Hospital. Henchley Hospital, do you have the street address? No, it's somewhere in the 70s. It's a very small, private, and exclusive hospital where I had my appendix out 2 years ago. Henchley, one moment, please. Registered nurses are very scarce just now, and our superintendent has asked to send people at only cases where the physician in charge feels that it is absolutely necessary. Well, it is absolutely necessary. I'm a sick woman. I'm very upset. I'm alone in this house and I'm uninvolved. And tonight I overheard the telephone conversation that upset me dreadfully. Fact, if someone doesn't come at once, I'm afraid I'll go over my mind. I see. Well, I'll speak to Miss Phillips as soon as she comes in. And what is your name, madam? Miss Phillips? And when do you expect her in? Well, I really couldn't say. She went out to super at 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock? But it's not 11 yet. Oh, my clock has stopped. I thought it was running down. What time is it? Just 15 minutes past 11. What was that? What, madam? That clicked just now in my own telephone, as though someone had lifted the receiver off the hook of the extension telephone downstairs. Well, I didn't hear it, madam. Now, about this. But I did. There's someone in this house, someone downstairs, in the kitchen, and they're listening to me now. I won't pick it up. I won't let them hear me. I'll be quiet and they'll think. Oh, but if I don't call someone, my world is still down there. There'll be no time. Your call, please. Operator, I'm in desperate trouble. I'm sorry, I cannot hear you. Please speak loud. I don't care. There's someone listening. Can you hear me now? I'm sorry. But you've got to hear me. Oh, please. You've got to help me. There's someone in this house. someone who's going to murder me, and you got to get in touch with... Oh, there it is! There it is! Did you hear it? He's put it down. He's put down the extension phone. He's coming up. He's coming up the stairs. Give me the police department. The police department. Police department. Get it to me. One moment, please. I will connect you. I can hear him. He's near. Oh, I hear him. I hear him. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Sergeant Martin speaking. Sergeant Martin speaking. Hello? Sergeant Martin speaking.
Police department? Oh, I'm sorry. Must have got the wrong number. Don't worry, everything's okay. And so closes. Sorry, wrong number. Starring Miss Agnes Moran. Tonight's Tales of Suspense. This is your narrator. The man in black conveys to you Columbia's invitation to spend this half-hour suspense with us again next Saturday when we'll have another starring Hollywood cast having by Miss Dolores Costello with Martin Costner, Ian Wildlife and George Zuko. The producer of this